So let's get a little bit personal. As many of you guys know, I have not been really making many videos showcasing my white, pubescent, pale-pocked white flesh for the camera. And believe me, I've seen the complaints, I've seen people upset that I'm not showcasing my face in a lot of my recent content. And I feel as if I kind of like owe a response to people as to why I haven't been doing that, without going into a lot of personal details, but to give you a little perspective on why I have not been showcasing my face. One of the biggest things about YouTube is the disconnect between the audience, you, and me. And what I mean by this is that I feel as if people they're not able to comprehend is I am a person, I am a human being who has struggles just like you. Whether that's issues with mental health, as many of you guys have known, I've discussed this in earlier videos, I struggle with depression severely. More recently, I'm on medication for extreme anxiety. I mentioned this in one of my Let's Plays where I've, since December, the whole month of December, I was going through a period where I was experiencing some of the most brutal, scariest night terrors of my life, where I'd wake up during the night in a sweat, my heart would be pounding, and I'd be having these night terrors consisting of rape, physical abuse, or someone close to me who I know who I care for being killed, and stuff like that. It was just very, very difficult for me to sleep. So, like, the whole month of December for me was a very difficult month. With these night terrors, and I was getting 2 hours of sleep a night. So now I'm on this anxiety sleep medication, which has been helping me a lot. But I feel as if people through the internet, through my YouTube, they don't see is that I'm a person who is just like you, who has my own personal struggles and things that I deal with. And I want people to understand that if I don't showcase my face, it's not because I don't want to be on camera. It's because I mentally, emotionally am not up for it at that current moment. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is it's not an issue of not wanting to be in front of a camera. It's an issue of I can't facade myself when I am struggling. And to put it in more perspective, I almost relapsed on self-harming recently. I was this close to relapsing, and I've been clean from self-harm, self-infliction since I've been 19. And I was this close. And that's just one of the many, many reasons why I haven't been really filming a lot of content showcasing my face, is because I feel very emotionally vulnerable. And when I put myself out on the internet, where you can see me, people can sense that emotional vulnerability. And I don't like feeling emotionally vulnerable on the internet. Because as you and I know, the internet can be a great, hilarious place, but also a very toxic place. And it's important for my mental health that I'm in a position in my life where I don't feel like YouTube is a toxic circle for me. And one of the ways that I do that is by not showcasing my emotional vulnerability on camera. Because you only see what I tell you. You only see what I present. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes, what I'm going through personally, or most recently in my life, one of the biggest losses I've ever had. And I'm like as of the past 3 months, I have been going through something that I've never experienced in my life to this level, and I, to this very moment, don't exactly know how to cope with it. And I'm trying not to cry here. I don't know how to cope with it. I'm grieving. Like, I'm grieving on a level that I've never grieved before. And it's grief that has put me in a mental state where I don't feel strong enough to facade myself to a camera for you guys. So that's why I haven't been making content showcasing my face that much recently. And I don't know how much longer it will be. I know I made yesterday's video showcasing my face. I made an exception to that because, well, yeah, anyways. I hope people can understand that, and please just, I want you to come away with this video is that I'm a person who is just like you. I struggle with loneliness. I struggle with anxiety. I struggle with things that everybody struggles with. And that you're not alone, and not to elevate me to some status to where I don't go through anything. Because that's what I feel a lot of the time through YouTube, is people don't think that I have any issues, that I have any problems that I face in a day-to-day life, and that's the farthest thing from the truth. So please take that in mind. And one more final thing I'd like to announce in this video is that I run a public TeamSpeak server. This is a voice server. Basically, you go into this server and you talk with other people who play video games. I spend a lot of my time right now, and I'm going to be streaming tonight, later tonight, at about 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. But I use my TeamSpeak 3, which is free. It's a free application that you just download on your computer, and then you type in the server address, which is darkside.teamspeak3.com. And I'm trying to build a community of people who can talk with one another, who can express with one another. I mean, it's a gaming group, like it's a gaming voice server, but I've seen a lot of people come in here the past week who have been really needing people to talk to about shit, and we've shared stories and stuff and experiences back and forth, and it's been somewhat therapeutical for me and I think a lot of other people. But it's a video game chat client voice server, so people can come in. Anyone's welcome. It's public. People can create their own rooms if they want to play, create their own custom rooms if you want to play games and stuff like that. But I'm in there most evenings when I'm home. So anyway, it's linked down below if you're interested in. Everybody's welcome. Peace.